Hello guys, KpShamino here with a guide about jewels, how you need to craft them, which kind of jewels are there, what prefixes and suffixes you can roll on jewels, because it's once again a lot of crafting, but this crafting is a lot easier than the gear. Yeah, it's not that complicated. So first of all I'm going to show you guys what kind of jewels you got. So you got three kind of jewels. You got the red one, they are called crimson. You got a blue one, they are called cobalt. And you got green ones, they called viridian. The jewels are just the same like the gear, so you can just use all kind of orbs on them to craft them. Jewels only can have 4 mods, 2 prefixes and 2 suffixes. So you cannot roll 5, 6 or 7 mods on it, it's always 2, 2. Okay? So I'm going to show you guys now that the orbs work. I'm going to show you guys how you need to craft a good jewel. So what I'm doing first is I'm going to scorch those 3 orbs. And you will see they just go to white. Okay? So that's the base to start crafting with every piece. So that's just the base. Now I'm going to show you guys on the wiki site of Path of Exile what kind of mods you can roll on every jewel, because that's sometimes a little bit complicated. You guys are not starting to craft a jewel for a certain prefix or suffix, but it maybe cannot roll on that jewel. So you need to watch it a little bit that you always are on the right jewel doing your stuff. Hello guys, I just joined the official Path of Exile wiki, so here you can see all the information about jewels. So what you need to do is you just need to check the stats here, but first of all I'm going to say to you 2 things that I already didn't say. So there isn't a item level requirement for the jewels. So a level 5 can roll the same like a level 60 tier mod. So it's not that there is like on the gear you got like a lot of tiers on it. No, jewels only got 1 tier. So, and that's really good, because therefore it's so easy to craft. So you cannot roll a low tier on a high level item, it doesn't matter, it's always the same tier. So for example, if you see here, increased mine damage is always going to be 14 to 16. There isn't a lower tier or higher tier, no, that's the one. Here you can see the prefixes, and if you scroll down you see the suffixes. So you only can have 2, 2. Okay? Don't forget that you cannot go to 6. Like on the normal gear, it's always 2, 2. Okay? Now I'm going to show you guys how this table works. So what you see here is you always go to base. So there are numbers. The numbers go, if I see it right, from 0 to 500. And that number says how much chance you got to roll that tier on that jewel. So 0 means you cannot roll it on that jewel. 500 means the chance is really big to roll it. So I'm a melee marauder ground slam, so I like my physical damage with maces. So I'm going to give you guys now an example. So here is increased physical damage with maces. So if you see the base is 0, that means normally it cannot roll on 3 jewels. But that will be a little bit silly, because why do you implant a jewel if you cannot roll physical damage on it? But if you check a little bit better, you got 500 on a crimson. That means that the chance is very big that you roll that tier on a crimson. The other 2 jewels never going to roll that tier. Okay, let's have another example. I like my physical attack damage leeches as life. So you see just the same story. 0 base, but I got 500 on crimson. If I want to have that tier, I need to roll a crimson again. Okay. Let me check. Yeah, now we are going here. An increased spell damage while holding a shield. Once again 0, but now we got 500 with the cobalt. So that means that you need to roll the stats on a cobalt jewel to get this tier. Okay? It's the same for the suffixes, just the same table. So it's not really complicated what you need to do, but you need to check really good which jewel can roll what. Because if you are crafting on a jewel and you're thinking, what the fuck, I'm really unlucky, and then after like a couple of exaltes in alternations, you realize that you cannot roll it, it's always, yeah, not so happy feeling in the head, I think. So that was just a wiki. Not complicated, a lot easier than the gear. I'm going back to the game and I'm going to show you guys how you need to craft. It's not complicated, just the same like normal gear, but just a little checkup. Okay guys, I'm back in the game and like you can see my jewels are still here, so that's always good if you come back to a game and nobody stole the jewels, because they are very precious. No, just joking. Okay, so like you guys could remember, you can roll on a Crimson the physical damage with maces and the leech you can roll. But I'm now just going to show you guys how you need to do the crafting. It's not complicated, just like gear. So first of all, you got a white jewel. Like I already said, the level doesn't matter, but they implement now something cool. You just push Alt and you can see that the item level is 71 for this one. Okay, so what you need to do is you just need to use an orb of transmutation on it, like always, and it's a blue item. And now you can see I got 16 increased physical damage with sword and increased global critical strike. But that's crap for me because I'm using resolute techniques. So that's the worst mods that I could roll on this. So what you need to do, you just need to alt it like this until you got something good. This is crap. This is crap. This is not bad. So you got 10% increased melee damage. So now I'm going to augmentation it like this to get an extra blue mob like this, and it's once again critical strike chance, so that's crap for me. So I'm going to roll a little bit more. This is not bad for me either. 70% increased armor and 11 to fire and cold resist. Okay, what can I do now? Because I already said you can have 4 mods on an item. You can of course regal it, and that's what I'm going to do. So here is my regal section, so just click on it like this. And I got increased stun duration on enemies, so that's the most crappiest roll that I could have on this item. So if I'm now a crazy man, I can just exalt it and get the last mod on it, but I'm not going to do it because this jewel is crap for me. Okay, what you can do too is now it's a yellow one, you can just house it. So here you got some house, just house it like this. This is crap. Here you got now 4 mods, that's the maximum, but it's still crap. So you can see you can just house this. So like I said, you can just use it's the same like gear a little bit, but don't overdo it. So just what I did now, house it, it's a little bit overdoing it. Just get trans alternation the whole time, regal it when you got 2 good stats, and you will be perfectly fine. I crafted with this system like gems like this. So you will see increased physical damage 14, 13 increased physical damage with 2-handed melee weapon, plus 8 to all elemental resistance. So it's possible. I crafted all my gems because in my passive 3 skill they are even a little bit better. So here you can see 0.4 physical damage leeches as life, increased area damage, really good for my ground slam. So here you can see that's almost 10 increased attack speed and 0.4 physical attack damage leeches life. So this gem, yeah, is a major DPS boost and a major defensive boost too. So the jewels are really OP and it's not difficult to craft. So that was my movie, guys. Thanks for watching. Have fun in Path of Exile and happy crafting with the jewels. Bye bye.